What's up, guys? Mr. 44 Boxing. Um, just here to talk to you guys about Carl Froch versus Lucian Bute 2. All right, I'm gonna give you guys my thoughts on that. Um, you know, First of all, my prediction on my other channel is still up about the first fight between Carl Froch and Lucian Bute. I had this fight, Carl Froch, by knockout. Um, that video got tons of dislikes. It got tons of Butte fans, really upset, um, saying that I was crazy. But Lucian Bute, although he's a decent fighter, is totally unproven. He's totally unproven and is still unproven. And now he's pretty much failed the biggest test that he had. He failed in the first fight. He got outclassed by Carl Froch. And, that wasn't a hard fight for me to call. It was really easy. Lucian Bute is very unproven. And, when you have an unproven fighter going up against a veteran like Carl Froch, who is proven, who's taken on some of the best competition at 168, it was easy. It was easy for me, but I guess a lot of these Bute fans really bought into the hype that this guy, Lucian Bute, was somebody who was going to take over 168. I just didn't see it. If Lucian Bute was so good, he would have participated in the Super 6 middleweight tournament like everybody else. And we would have got to see him fight against some other competition. Maybe his resume might have been a little better. But um, all that being said, these guys are going to fight again eventually. They both got opponents coming up. Um, I expect both of them to win. And then, they're going to get it on again. Um, do I see the fight going any differently? No, not really. It'll probably be this time a unanimous decision for Carl Froch. Lucian Bute is now going to understand, what he's got to deal with the Cobra. So he's probably going to be ready to, back up a little bit, um, and really try to box Carl Froch a lot better. I just don't think he was expecting the type of aggression that Carl Froch came with. But he should have did his homework. Carl Froch is a very tough fighter. Carl Froch to me is the second best person at 168. I did a pound for pound, and I got Carl Froch number 3 on my pound for pound. So that's how much respect I have for the Cobra. He's a great fighter, and just look at his resume. I'm not making this stuff up. This guy has beaten some great fighters. Here's a guy who's beaten Jermaine Taylor. He's beaten, John Pascal. He beat Andre Durrell. Um, and he beat Lucian Bute, and plenty of other guys. What else do you want from Carl Froch? And now he's looking to fight him again, which is going to give him, an even better resume. And, at that point, he's probably going to fight Andre Ward again, which I'm not sure if Carl Froch, beats Andre Ward. He obviously already got outclassed by Ward. But I will say that if there's somebody at 168 that can beat Ward, it's Carl Froch. So why not see that fight again? I have no problem with it. Um, but yeah, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put my link to the Carl Froch, Lucian Bute first fight prediction I did, just so you guys could see exactly how I called this fight. Also, I think I'm gonna put another link in the description to a video I did with Big Trav. Where we were talking about our pound for pound, and we did for a while. We had a good discussion about Carl Froch and what he's done. So I think that'll be a good video to put in the description as well. But yeah, I don't see this second fight, being any different. If Lucian Bute wins, look, I'll give the guy credit. But at the end of the day, Bute fans had to learn the hard way that this guy hasn't fought anybody. He hasn't fought anybody, and he's got to go through the ranks. Um, there's guys out there for him to fight. So, heck, I mean, maybe he could get a potential fight with maybe the likes of a Kelly Pavlik, or somebody out there. I wouldn't mind seeing him do that. I just feel like he has to do a little bit more. I think he's a guy in Lucian Bute who was trying to cut corners a little bit. I think he thought he could just kind of knock out a couple of guys who don't have big names and then somehow land himself a title fight. Which he got his fight with Froch, and he wasn't able to make the most of it. I think this next fight's going to be in the UK, in Froch's hometown, if I heard correct. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing more of the same. I'm a big Froch fan. What could I say? Um, and Lucian Bute, I'm just not a huge fan of this guy. Maybe he'll impress me with a couple of big wins, and if he does that, then great. I'm happy for him. But those are just my thoughts on this fight. You guys, let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think? Um, how do y'all think that fight would go again for the second time? Um, and what do y'all think should be the next move for Froch? Where does Froch really go from here? You know, after he beats Yusuf Mack, where does he go from here? Does he try to fight some other guys in 168 and kind of pad his record a little bit, before he goes after Andre Ward, or does he just beat a couple of guys, and go straight for Andre Ward? What do you guys think he should do, and do you guys see Carl Froch beating Andre Ward?